Hi everyone, today we'll be doing the first part of our yoga series. In today's episode, if you are new to yoga, we will be sharing with you on how you can get started. In addition, we will be debunking certain common myths people have about yoga. Today, I'll be challenging these three guys to some yoga poses. I'll be giving certain instructions that will lead up to the final pose, and from there we will see how these three guys are able to listen to these instructions as carefully as they can to achieve the pose. Pose number 1. So I'd like the three guys to come to the forward of the mat, and the feet will be hip width distance apart, and the feet is like a number 11, so they are parallel to each other. Most of us sometimes we will stand with our feet turned out slightly apart, but in yoga, most of the times we will be keeping it parallel. Okay, so with your hands by the side, I would like to invite them to bring their left foot back and angle the left foot 45 degrees out. Okay, now next I'd like to invite them to bend the right knee almost to a 90-degree angle. Okay, but for this particular pose that we're going to do, we have to make sure that our knee does not come beyond our ankle. So we will try to keep our knee above the ankle. Okay, so you find that if your knee juts out, you need to take a bigger stance. Okay, so Daryl is good, Jack good. Okay, now everyone, can you bend even more?
Also, no comment is very good.
Damn it! No comment. So everyone, we will bend the knee even more. Bend the knee even more. Okay, inhale, you start to raise your arms up. Palms touching each other, shoulders away from the neck. Okay, now your hands will be straightened out, slightly in front of your face, and you look towards your hands. Okay, now for this pose, typically it's natural for your left hip to be turning outwards, but for this pose, I would like them to turn their left hip towards the ground. So our hips should be facing towards the front while keeping our right leg bent 90 degrees.
What's going on? I don't know. I have no idea what we're doing.
So I don't know which part of my conversation made Daryl bring his arms forward.
I was like,
okay, so everyone, this pose that we're supposed to do is Warrior 1.
Hey guys, I thought yoga is mainly for girls.
Well, do see majority all being girls, but I guess it could be a mix too.
I think if all girls are doing this, right, I think you're all stronger than me. Yeah.
I agree with Jack's answer.
Oh, really? Why?
So Edmund brought up a common myth, which is yoga is for girls. Okay, so I would say yoga started off as a male-dominated practice back in India. But I would say currently in yoga studios you see mostly girls. I agree with that. But an increasing number of guys are practicing yoga as well, such as these three gentlemen.
Except Jack.
So pose number 2. So coming to the front of the mat, feet are hip width distance apart. We will bring our right leg a big step back towards the mat. Okay, now we will shift our hips facing towards the right of your room. Okay, so straighten out both your legs. Now make sure that both your ankles are in the same line. So your left ankle should be in line with your right ankle. Your right foot should be turned in 45 degrees. Okay, so for this pose, make sure that your hips are facing towards the right of your room. Now, both legs straight. As we inhale, we bring our hands up to shoulder level, arms straightened. Okay, slowly we will start to bend our left leg, and we will reach our left hand down on the ground, slightly above our left foot on the mat. Okay, so we place our palm on the mat. Okay, so your left palm should be slightly about 1 hand's distance above your left foot and slightly to your left.
Oh, so many instructions.
Okay, as you inhale, you slowly straighten your left foot and you start to raise your right foot up. So lift your right leg off the mat. So your weight now should be entirely on your left foot. Balance on your left foot. Okay? So for this pose, our body should be facing towards the right of your room. Okay? So now your right leg should be in the air. It should be straightened, and your foot should be flexed, and your flexed foot should be pointing towards the right of the room. So we will outward rotate our right hip. Okay? So we will raise our right hand above our head, and if you can find your balance, you start to gaze towards your right hand. Okay? Now if you can't find your balance, make sure that your hand is below your left shoulder, okay? So this will help to increase the balance. Okay?
It's not helping me.
So this pose is called the half moon pose.
Probably not Jack's.
Quarter moon pose.
Hey guys, although this one quite pain, but I did hear also that yoga is not really a workout.
It's not, it's torture. It's painful. I think it's beyond workout. I think it's good for the body. It stretches your muscles and activates the muscles that you never feel before. Am I right? Am I right, Nicole?
Yes, okay, so the next common myth people have is that they feel yoga is not a workout and it's more like, just stretching, lepak, that kind of thing. But it's not. So I would say that you do need to try a yoga class before you make the judgment, because there are many yoga poses of varying intensities. So this pose, half moon pose, I would say I would consider it more intermediate pose. So this pose, it trains your balance as well as the strength of your standing leg. It will help to strengthen your standing leg and also focus, because for all balancing poses, you do need a very strong focus to keep your balance.
None of us has focused apparently.
Pose number 3. So I'd like to invite our 3 hot guys, literally quite hot now, they're all sweaty and all, okay?
That's right.
To everyone to come to a squatting position with your knees close together.
So taking a jump.
Yes. So we come slightly to the
knees
front of
together.
your mat. Okay, so for this pose, yes, you should be in a squatting position. Okay, so we bring our palms in front of your chest. As you inhale, you start to twist your body towards the right of your room. So you bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee.
How is that possible?
Okay, so bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. So this is a twisting position, okay? So with your palms together, you twist and place your left elbow on the side of your right knee, okay? So for people who can't seem to get into this pose, okay, you need to inhale to lengthen your spine. As you inhale, you slowly exhale and you twist towards the right side of your room, okay? Yes. Okay, now you release your palms from each other and place your palms on your mat.
Oh yeah.
Okay? So at this point of time, both your palms should be on the mat, okay? Your left hand should be on your right side of your knee, and your right hand should be somewhere near your right hip, okay? So now you slowly start to bend your elbows, okay? We try to aim for 90 degrees, okay? Your right knee should be above your left elbow. Your right hip should be above your right elbow. Now for this pose, okay, for your palms, you try to keep it slightly turned outward to help you increase your balance, okay? So now when your arms are in place, okay, as you bend your elbows, you will lift your hip and your legs off the mat and balance on both your elbows.
Balance on both? Yeah, my elbows like this.
Okay, so to make it easier, okay, your right hip should be on your right elbow, okay? So your weight of your right hip, right? So our hips are typically the heaviest part, especially for females. So you rest your right hip above your right elbow and your right knee above your left elbow. Okay, so this is called the side crow pose. Okay, so since Emma can do it, right, I'll go one step further. Okay, so you slowly bring your head towards the mat, so you rest your head on the mat as well.
Sounds like this.
Yeah, it's good.
So as you lift your hips out, you rest your head on the mat, okay? So as Emma mentioned, it's easier, okay? Okay,
Oh, wow.
good. Keeping your right leg where it is, okay? So Daryl, you start to lift, aim your left leg up towards the sky, straighten it out, cuckoo! And this is called the fallen side crow pose.
Fallen. Oh, poor crow. Wow, not bad. Good job.
He looks like he's doing B-boy.
People who do yoga, right, are they very religious or very spiritual? Do you have to like believe in religion?
Okay, so the next common myth people have about yoga is that it is religious. So I would say that yoga is actually is circular and it's universal, and it's not tied to any particular religion. So yoga is actually encouraging you to find inner peace and stillness. So on the contrary, I would say that if you have your own religious practice, right, it might yoga might even help to enhance your religious practice by encouraging you to find your inner peace and stillness. So because Jack did not fulfill 2 out of the 3 poses, he'll be doing a forfeit now.
So as you can see, it's very easy for anyone to start doing yoga, but it's encouraged that you should find like a yoga instructor so that he or she can teach you all the nuances about yoga. So I encourage you to find a yoga instructor, okay?
If you like this video, remember to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next one.